What's good, YouTube? This your man Spiel Dog. I just got through watching that fight with Canelo and Berlanga, and you know what? I kind of see why Crawford want to fight Canelo now. Yeah, I mean it was a decent fight, but it's pretty much how all Canelo fights mostly look now. And I kind of see why he cherry picking a little bit. Canelo done lost a step or two. You know, he don't punch as hard as he used to. It looked like he was getting tired late in the fight, Now, obviously, he's still hitting hard because after the knockdown in the third round, it just seemed like Berlanga just was a little too defensive, if you ask me. He wasn't really throwing. He was doing good punching in between shots, in between Canelo combinations, but he really wasn't throwing combinations of his own, It was a lot of times where I felt like if he was busier, he could have really, he could have got a lot of, he could have did more in this fight. Berlanga's a big puncher, and I didn't see him committing to his own power. He spent most of the fight being more defensive, and Canelo, he just plied through it. I mean, all his fights look the same now. He picked guys that's not that fast, that he can basically walk down, walk them down and keep them on the ropes and in the corners throughout the fight. And they all look the same now, and he not going to fight Crawford. I don't think he will, because I think Crawford would outbox Canelo. I really do at this point, watching how Canelo look, especially tonight. He definitely be real slow in there with Crawford. Crawford give him a lot of problems. Canelo jab is a big part of his arsenal now, and I think by Crawford turning southpaw, that'll take a lot of Canelo jab away from him. I see why Crawford want to fight now, and I see why Canelo don't want it. Real talk. I believe Crawford could outbox Canelo. I really do. I think his movement, his angles, his reach, his speed, I think he would be able to avoid Canelo's biggest punches for the most part, because Canelo ain't that fast. I mean, now, he would have to, he would have to be careful, though, because one thing I will say, Canelo good at walking dudes down and keeping them up, keeping their back up against the ropes or in that posture. But I don't see the Canelo. I mean, he not who he once was. And I mean, he had 67 fights, so that's to be somewhat expected. But I do see now why he don't really want to fight Crawford. Cause I could see him getting outboxed in that fight. I really could. Now, could he knock Crawford out if he could put some punches together on Crawford? Yeah, I believe he probably could, but he's so slow now. I don't know if he would be able to put a couple of big shots together against Bud. I don't know. I definitely see why Crawford wants this fight now. I do. I think Crawford trying. This is a lot of younger guys. I think they speed and movement would they would be able to beat Canelo at this point in his career. That don't mean Canelo ain't still who he once was. I mean, Canelo was a bad man in his prime, but he well past it now. I see that for sure now. And if he gonna keep fighting, he probably gonna keep fighting fights like this, because he know deep down inside what he can and can't do no more. And watching this fight with Berlanga tonight, I felt like if Berlanga would have sold out more, who knows what would have happened. I just felt like he was way too defensive, and he just pretty much let Canelo do what he wanted to do all night. He just made sure he didn't get knocked out. That's what it seemed like to me. But that's it for me on this video. If you like the video, like and subscribe. Till next time, it's your boy Spiel Dog. I'm out.